Hey everybody, it's Chrissy K. Rollins here, and I am bringing you day one of the self-love power shift. Now, for anybody who's been around the Entrepreneur Mastermind, have already had access to and have seen and hopefully participated in the Master Workshop series on self-love. And I am revisiting the concepts that I brought to you through that powerful series, and this time I am interweaving the business aspect. So, in particular, how can self love shift the power back over to you so that you can build the business and live out the dream that your internal self desires? That's what this is all focused on. So, for today, I wanted to interweave a couple more concepts whenever we think about self love, and then I'm going to give you the simple, digestible focus and action step for today. So, why is self love important when it comes to answering your soul's calling and living out the desires that you have in your heart? Well, we as conscious entrepreneurs, we are driven by a different motivation than entrepreneurs of the past. We aren't interested in just making a profit, so chasing money can only get us so excited. And in fact, the reason that the fact that we need money in order to support the dreams that are coming forward from within us and the callings that we're receiving to live out in this world, since we need money to move our mission forward, but we're not money driven, it puts us at odds with ourselves and it starts to shift us out of empowerment, and it really begins to wear on our relationship with our internal self. So when you can start not by chasing money so that you can figure out how to make this all work, but you start by cultivating a very deep, connected, and interlinked arms relationship with your internal self, and you can build on this foundation of self love anything else that your heart desires. So if you've been struggling with lack of clarity, not knowing which direction to go, if you have been struggling with feeling like you're lazy or a procrastinator, if you've been struggling with being overwhelmed by external distractions, and if you have been really having a hard time figuring out exactly what to offer in your business, who to offer that to, how much to charge, like where to even begin with this. And really, if you've been struggling with trying to figure out exactly uh, just what the heck you're supposed to be doing, what path should you be going down, which format should you be following, which training should you be plugging into, how much should you be offering, all of these questions, we think they come from a different place, but in truth, it is by cultivating a deep connected relationship with yourself that you learn yourself on an intimate level. You get to learn what your true desires are. You get clarity in exactly what those services are that you're supposed to be bringing out into the world. And you begin to trust yourself to the point that you can actually take action on them. And if you're watching this, you're the most likely in one of three places. Either you feel this calling to do something greater, to make a change in your life, but you just don't know what that is or what that's supposed to look like or how to even begin the process. Or you have that nudging and you have an idea of what direction to go and you know what steps to be doing, but you're just not doing them. Or you're in the last place, was that you're actually doing them, but you're not getting the results that you know is possible. That's where I stayed for a very, very long time. And as I started to cultivate a more deeply connected relationship with myself, everything started to flow more consistently. I showed up more consistently. Everything that I was trying to do on the external level finally started to work. So instead of teaching you all the doing steps on the external level, I want to integrate this foundational piece that is unseen that lies underneath the surface so that you will take doing steps, and that your doing steps and your non-doing steps will actually attract more of the results that you really, really want and desire. So again, self-love is really important if you want to have the clarity on which path you want to go down, if you want to know on an intimate and true level exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And it's going to help you to understand your intuition better, to be able to guide yourself through this process and this journey, to be your own support system so that you can overcome challenges like having a non-supportive partner in your life or a lack of a team around you that's focused on doing the same thing. And you can begin to align your actions with self-love so that your action steps become an expression and demonstration of your self-love and not something that you're just doing in order to get on the other side. So if this all sounds great to you, I invite you to watch to the end of this video and plug in every day over the next 5 or 6 days as we unpack this journey together. Now today, just like the 21-day money power shift, I'm going to give you a simple bite-sized little piece that you can integrate into your day. And today we're going to start the journey with the power of setting a daily intention. Now, I know this concept probably isn't new for a lot of you. We are intentional people. We're conscious entrepreneurs. We are aware. We aren't just blindly going through all the actions in life. So you're probably already familiar with this idea of intentions. Now, part of my job and my calling is to help you to, again, shift the power back over to you. And if you've been approaching intentions as if they're like a magical formula that you can put out there to the world to make life go the way that you think it needs to go, chances are you found out pretty quickly for yourself that it doesn't really work that way. And if you think that maybe you're the problem that's messing it up, I'm here to liberate you of that thinking. Intentions is not about manipulating the world around you to line up the way that you want to. The true power of setting a daily intention is to set you in alignment for the experience that you want to have for the day, independent of what actually happens around you. This allows you to set the tone for the day, set your vibe for the day, and anchor in to the unseen behind the scenes. So you don't just go into your day reacting as a default to whatever comes your way, but instead you can begin your day by intentionally aligning yourself and anchoring into within yourself. So think of this as the first check-in beyond your external self of your day. This is the first check-in that your external self does with your internal self. It's how you begin the day, linking arms with your internal self so that you can go through the day arm in arm with your beloved. So with the power of intention, you set the tone, you set the vibe, you anchor yourself into the day, and you begin to pre-pave the way. And if you begin this in alignment with your entrepreneurial journey, then you can set your intention for how you want your day how to experience your day, and loosen your grip on the how as much as the how. How are you going to be? Not how are you going to make life work for you, but how are you going to be no matter how life unfolds? So think to yourself right now, and this will be your exercise for today. What is one intention that you can set every day to help you to anchor into the truth of who you are, the calling that you have in this life, and the intentional experience that you want to have no matter what is happening in your world? And what's cool is that you can set your intention for the day. You can set your intention for a conversation. You can set your intention for a meal. And you can align these intentions with what your heart truly desires. So even if you're just having lunch, you can be liberating yourself. This is such a powerful tool. And when you really understand it and you cultivate that relationship with your internal self that aligns you with having to have an amazing experience of you no matter what's happening, and having to live out your heart's desires no matter what the canvas around you looks like, this allows you to do everything that you want to do, regardless if you get to do anything that you want to do. And I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, definitely give me some feedback so that we can get some clarity around this. And I'm going to teach you my simple formula that one of my spiritual masters and gurus taught me on setting intention. It's a 3-part formula that you can use all the time. Again, no matter if you're setting your intention for the day, if you're setting your intention for a meal, if you're setting your intention for an evening with your spouse, if you're setting the intention for, the outcome of a sales conversation or the experience of a sales conversation. And this formula goes like this. We always start it with the first part, which is may I. We're asking permission. We're asking permission of ourselves. We're setting the intention, may I. This is my intention. This isn't a forceful thing. This isn't a right, wrong thing. This is may I. May I come forth into the world. May I have this experience. May I be intentional with my work. So may I is where we begin. The second part of the formula is, how do you want to show up? No matter what is happening, how do you want to show up? What's the experience that you want to have of you as whatever happens around you. So, whatever that intentional thing is that you want to do. And then the last part of it, this is really cool because it encaps it with this may I, and then it closes it off with for the benefit of all. So I like to say for the well being of all, or for the liberation of all, for the peace of mind of all, whatever that juicy benefit is for everyone. So we're doing this for ourselves. But what's so cool about this powerful practice of self love is that what you do for yourself, you are doing for everybody. And when you really become a masterful, integrated part of this and an integrated understanding of this, everything that you do for others, you are doing for yourself. So it shifts you from doing in order to get to doing because what else would you be doing if your heart was leading the way? This is how you would be. So here's the intention that I set for my daily experience. May I be more loving today than ever before for the well-being of all. And that's what I set every morning as I get out of bed. I've even set a little reminder on my phone so we can pop up where that's the first thing that I see. May I be more loving than ever before for the well being of all. It's a nice, juicy thing just to start my day with. It gets me anchored into it. And if the first thing that I come across is not something that's ideal, it reminds me no matter what I am facing, no matter what I am doing, may I be more loving today than ever before for the well being of all. I want to know what your intention is. I want you to try some out. I would love to know how this is feeling for you. And definitely tune back in tomorrow as we unpack this just a day further. For today, focus on that intention. Where do you want to pre-pave the way? How can you see this being a powerful tool in your personal life as well as your business life? And really play with this and allow it to liberate you from the experience that you think you have to have based on what's happening or not happening around you, and allows you to step into the experience that you really desire to have, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're not doing. And if you're not showing up consistently, this could be a really great way to begin to show up consistently. Align your intentions with the experience that you want to have and let go of the old school thinking that your intentions are a way to manipulate or force a certain outcome in life. Let me know how this is landing for you. I hope it's super powerful, and I look forward to joining you again tomorrow for day 2. All right, bye.